Controlled Chaos here. With fishing added to No Man's Sky just recently, I want to show you guys how to make it so that you can fish, what it's good for, and how it can really help you out in life. Let's go ahead and get started. So you first have to be on the anomaly, and with being on the anomaly, you're gonna need to work your way all the way back to where you get upgrades. It's all the way in the very back of the anomaly as I'm walking back here, as you can see. And there's two spots you're gonna need to go and get things. The first spot, you're gonna need to get the fishing pole. So you're gonna need to talk to the multi-tool merchant here. And with talking to the multi-tool merchant here, you'll see a new spot called the fishing rig. Great thing is it is only 1 nanite to get. And the other great thing is that you don't need to do the expedition to do it, and plus it gives you a bunch of bait to put on to your fishing pole to increase things, which is nice. Now the next thing you want to do is you want to go over to your exosuit researcher in there. You want to talk to him. By talking to him, there's a new thing over here. It is underneath the hazmat gauntlets, along with the refiner and the trade rocket, and you'll see the exoskiff right here. It's 90 nanites to get this, which is not much. As you can see here, you need magnetized ferrite, salt, and crystal sulfite. So with that being said, let's install this stuff. So as you can see, I got a bunch of stuff installed right here. And so I'm just going to install mine right here. I already got all of the resources needed for it. And so I got this skiff installed. Next, I need to go to my multi-tool. I need to install. I'm going to install it in an area where it's just got the regular tools, but I don't really want to do that because what if they have enhanced or modifiers to it to make this better? So I want to put it in a corner where it's free. I'm going to put in the chromatic metal that you needed. I need to get some jelly. So I'm going to make some jelly here real quick. There it is right there. And then I need two more carbon nanites because I need 3 total. I have one on me already, so I'm just going to pop this over to 2. I just hit the D key to increase the number, and voila. I mean, you could just hit E over and over again, but why do that? So I've done that and I've made that. So let's go back to the multi-tool. Let's go over here and let's finish installing this. Now that I've installed this and I got the fishing rig installed, we have that all done. I just need to go back to my ship. I'm gonna find a good spot to go fishing because you need to do this on water. You can put the skiff on land, but you're not gonna be able to fish on it. And I highly recommend that when you do this, you make sure that you have one thing added to your ship, and that is this right here, Aqua Jets, which came in the last update. So I will be back in a few on the water. Okay, I am back. As you can see, I'm flying over some water. I'm gonna hit E because I have those Aqua Jets once again. So I'm flying the water. I want to land. I've landed. I'm going to hit E, so I'm going to be materialized on top of that. Now, to access your fishing line, it's very easy. You just got to hit G on your thing. And as you can see, I now have the fishing rod. So just cycle through, and you'll get your fishing rod. And you notice right there, it changed. So you'll have your multi-tool for all your regular devices, but the moment you have the fishing rod, it works. And you notice when I point out here, it doesn't happen. I have to be close to here, but I can bring out the skiff. So let's go ahead and bring out the skiff. Just hit X to bring up everything. You want to summon it like every other vehicle. It's going to be right next to where the trade rocket is. And voila, you can bring that out. I'm going to go over to the skiff that I just brought up and show you some cool features about this. So right here, you can adjust the paint. I'm going to adjust the paint on my skiff. I want to make my skiff black. I could make it this dark red. Actually, I may do the dark red because there is some black in here, there is some gold in here, but there is no red. So I'm going to go with the red. And then I'm going to go ahead and exit. I'm going to click save. So I have that, but there's a few more things on here that's really nice. You have this storage right here that you can access on both sides. Only fish can go in here that you fished, which is really, really nice. It allows you to free up storage. And both sides are the same. They will access the same inventory, and those will increase over time. So I'm just gonna pull out my fishing pole, and the great thing is let's say I want to move this. I want to be in this deeper water. All I have to do is hit X, go over here, scroll over to there, and just pop down the new skiff. It's not going to put a new skiff down. It's going to move this skiff over here. You notice I'm moving now. That is how you move your skiff. I think this is brilliant. I really like this idea. This is cool. So we have this done. Now, we're floating over there. I am going to wait until we get to that point and go from there, and then we will start fishing. Okay, I am at the new point, so I'm just going to right click. It's going to cast out, and I'm just going to wait. You see that there's a little bobber there. You'll see fish moving around it and stuff like that. And that's nice. That's good. It's an added bonus to this. So you'll notice every so often it will bob, and they're taking little nibbles of it. You don't want to pull then. You want to wait until it pulls down like that, and then you want to do that. And I just gotta see one. And that's really nice. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's add some bait to that. What you need to do is you need to bring up your inventory, hit the cog, and you want to go to access bait. In here, you just click here, and there's a lot of stuff that you can put in here that's good. Some of it's edible stuff, some of it is non-edible stuff that you can put in here. So I could do my chromatic metal, I could do my condensed carbon, I could do my mordite, I could do the salt, the kelp sacks, the meat, the fish I just caught, this harmonic eye, this hydrated core, or this nutrient slime. But whatever you put in there, it's going to take the full stack. So I'm going to click on this, I'm going to put this raw in there. And you notice it improves the catch rarity by 10%, but the size catch improves by 24%. And they say other notes in it. So what if we take this out and let's put something else in here? Let's go ahead and let's put in the Hazel core. What we get now? 7% and 7%. Let's try something different. Let's see if we can get that really cool stuff. So let's put in the eye. The eye gives us 3% and 8%. Not much of a change there, but we have more we can put in. Let's say we take the mordite. Let's put the mordite in. We get 4% and 11%. No extra bonuses. That's okay. So I want to continue looking around. Let's try the kelp sack. What's the kelp sack give us? 4%, 10%. Let's still look around, see what we can find. Let's put in the chromatic metal. What happens here? 17% improved rate and 8%. That's good. I want more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. I'm going to go all. Okay. So my question is, what happens if we put the fish in there? 8 and 9. So I'm just going to keep the fish in there. And let's go ahead and cast off again. And holding down the button does not increase the throw distance. It's wherever you aim is where it's going to land. Pure and simple. Which is okay. It's just a simple thing to do. And you can cook with the fish. Oh, got one right there, and I failed. So with that being said, because I didn't do it in time, there is a bit of a time thing, which is good. So it means that you sort of gotta keep an eye and be aware. Now, what's good about this is It's good for people who are into fishing. It gives them that feel of fishing and casting and relaxing and stuff like that. That's the other great thing about this, is it is a very relaxing capability. Oh, I failed again because I let go too early. So I'll cast again. So if you let go too early and it doesn't pop, you need to hold it until you actually catch the fish. That's the thing. It's not just a click, hold for a little while, release. It isn't just a click. It's a click and hold until it tells you what fish you've caught. That's what you need to do. So as you can see, I'm holding, and there we go. I got an eel. Let's see what that eel gives us. So we'll go once again to the gear. We'll go into here. We're gonna put in that eel. That eel gives us 12 and 10. This time I'm going to do it, and this time I'm going to do it correctly for you guys. And see what kind of big thing we get. It's just nice, calming, mellow thing to do. This is something I'm probably going to do when I'm trying to wind down for the day and get relaxed for bed. I got a B1. This is really nice. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to check out what that B1 gives me. Put that in there. 21% and 12%, which is nice. But the question is can you put cooked food in there? We'll have to find out about that. And that's the next thing I'm going to do. But I want to see what this gets. And I love that it bobs with the motion of the water. That's a really good effect. So the more violent the water gets, the more it's going to bob around. It adds to that effect. Got a C-class skipper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play around with the cooking. In fact, I got a question here. Can we put... No, you cannot put a cooking thing on the skiff. I was hoping to get a cooking thing on the skiff, but we were also missing some materials. We needed a hermetic seal, and we need a metal plate. So let's see what happens if we make a hermetic seal and metal plate. So I'm going to make a metal plate. Let's make a hermetic seal. There we go. And let's try this again. So we just need to click the right thing. Oh, we are missing, what was it? The metal plate, right? Yep, we need one more metal plate. So let me make one more metal plate here. So this time I am just gonna hit E. We're missing some components, so let me go get some components and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I've got everything needed to make the nutrient processor. Let's see if we can put it on here. We can. You can have the nutrient processor on your skiff. You can cook on your skiff. This is cool. This is awesome. So I got some stuff here. Let's go ahead and throw some things in here. Let's throw this in here. Nothing. What if we throw this in here? Nothing. What if we take that out? We can make ourselves some processed meat. Let's go ahead. Let's lower this by a lot. I don't want to use all of it. We're going to go 10. And we're going to begin. We're going to let that cook out. So, as you can see, we're here. The other great thing is, I want to show you, is that you can, let's get the fishing rod. There we go. So we got the fishing rod. You can fish from the shore, of course. As you see here, I'm fishing from the shore. Didn't put anything in. That's fine. Gonna let them catch. So if you're more comfortable being on the shore, you can fish from the shore, you can fish from the skiff, you can fish from your ship with the aqua jets on it. Got another C class, and so let's go over here and check our thing here. Oh, I missed. So let's check. So I'm interacting with the wrong thing. Nutrient processor is what I want. I'm gonna take this put that there. We're gonna take this out. Let's make something else, something different. Let's take the fish. So we're gonna make this fish, and we're gonna begin, and it's gonna be really, really quick. And you got that, so you can cook your fish too. Do we have anything else of interest? We do have this here. Let's cook that. Make a bunch of different stuff to cook up, which is nice. Then I want to do one other thing. What if we had some slime that I got? So normal slime won't go in there and won't work, and that's okay. But we now have a bunch of different stuff to use. And I'm going to go ahead and break down this nutrient processor because, well, it's getting in the way of my views. But let me catch another fish. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to hit X. Go over here. I'm going to go to my fishing hook. Right here. What can we put in? I'm going to try these fish first. Let's try this one. See what it gives us. 43% and 23%. That's really, really good. What about the other one? 28, 21, but look, attracts storm loving fish. So you'll have a better chance at getting fish that love it during storms. That's really good. So edible chum is good for that. What about this that we just put in here? 40% and 16%. No major big change there, but let's put in this one that gave us the good percentages. So we got that in there. We're gonna just throw our line. Let's see what we catch. I want to try to catch something more than just fish because I hear we can. I'm hoping we can. Let's see what we get. Oh, a B class. So I'm gonna bring this up. I want nutrient processor. I'm gonna put all the way back here. You click here, nutrient processor. Take that B class fish that we got, put in here. What does it give us? It gives us that fish, pickled fish. So we got the pickled fish. Let's back out and let's see what this fish stuff actually does for us. So this, when you consume it, gives you plus 20% life support, which is really good. I can also break this down. Then we also have this one that we had created. It's not much, but look at the price that goes out. Oh, it gives you restores 2 health. So if you need to heal yourself, make yourself some edible chum. The other one that we got, where was it? Looking for it. Ah, right there. This one gives plus 1 health. So pickled fish gives 1, but that C class edible chum gives you 2 health. But what happens when we put that edible chum in there? Let's find out. Let's put in the edible chum. 18, and the size is that, and it doesn't give much, so I am gonna put back in there. I'm gonna keep it in there. I'm gonna do the cast and go from there. And you notice I'm running between the shore and the skip. So this is very shallow water. I wonder what happens if we go to deep water. Let me catch this fish and find out what happens when we go to deep water. Ooh, look at that. Jungled redfish. We're gonna cook this up in the nutrient processor. See what we get with that jungled redfish. Edible chum. We just got ourselves another edible chum. And once again, we're gonna go over here. 2 edible chum. So no major difference there, but I want to go into this deeper water out over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work my way out deeper and I'll summon the skiff. I will be right back. Okay, I am back. I am going to summon the skiff that had my nutrient processor on it. Bring it up. Look at that. My nutrient processor's gone, so we need to replace it. Oh, here's something interesting. It's not in the inventory. It didn't fully deconstructed it. It destroyed it. So here's a tip for you guys. If you don't want to be wasting resources over resources and putting up nutrient processors on your skiff, when you go to move a far distance away and resummon your skiff, before you leave where your skiff currently is, pull into your inventory your nutrient processor or anything you have sitting on it. Otherwise, it gets destroyed. That I did not know. That's a great helpful tip for all of us. So in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. We need 2 metal plating. What was it for the other? It is hermetic seal was the other thing. Do a hermetic seal. There we go. Now we can do this. So always use the middle mouse button, the one that scrolls, to pick up your nutrient processor or anything you have on your skiff before you move major differences. If you move a short distance, for instance, like let's say I go here, and say I want to move my thing to over here. You notice it just moved it, and look at that again. But here's the thing, there's my nutrient processor. So if you put a nutrient processor or anything on it, you do not want to move your skiff that way. You want to move your skiff to your location first, then put your nutrient processor, because anything you put on there will stay at its current location. We are learning a lot today. This is really good information for you guys to have on how this all works. I've seen a lot of videos talking about things, but let's go ahead and I want to put some stuff onto here. So what are we gonna put on here that would be good? Let's try some carbon. Nah, I'm not gonna use the carbon. Let's try. I have the ship, but the ship's probably too far away and I don't have much on my ship anyways. We'll put this in. Voila. So we'll use that. And we're gonna go G, 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 and we're gonna cast out. I'm in deeper waters now. Let's see if this changes things. Look at what happens with the boat. How cool is that? The boat or the skiff rocks with the waves. That is very interesting. It heavily rocks with the waves, and it will move your character too. So in stormy weather like this, you may not want to be on your skiff, because look at what it just did. It just de-set me doing my fishing. It threw me off, and look at that. It just threw me off the skiff too, because I was at the very edge. And I can't use my jump jets. I'm standing just here. Oh. Now you can do a tap, and that's fine. If you do just a tap while fishing, it won't take away your reel. I just got a good bite. I'm gonna hold. Hopefully we can get this fish. Got the fish. No, we didn't. We got sea sponge. So there's that. We now know what happens. Also, look at what else happens. I highly recommend you do not put a nutrient processor in on your ship. And the reason being is it gets moved around and the nutrient processor doesn't. But let's see if we can put the sea sponge that we just got onto this. Can we use it? No, we cannot. Let's put this back onto here. Let's cast off again and see what else we can catch. I also wonder what that sea sponge is good for. What happens if we do this is, so here's the sea sponge. Okay. That's all it is. It's just something to sell. That's all it is. Let's see what else we can catch though. Ooh. We got some coral. What's the coral do? It's just like the sea scum, but you know, those things that you can put in there. So I'm gonna continue going. Hopefully we catch something better. I will keep going until we get something better. Now, one thing I do want to mention to you is the fact that when you make lures, they do different things. So I made a bunch of different lures. I have shadow lures, and shadow lures will attract nocturnal fish. We have the other lures that I've made. A mealworm lure. All it does is it improves rarity by 20% and improves size by 2%. Then we have the spicy chum. Spicy chum only improves the rarity by 54% and improves the size by 2%. So if you're looking for rarity, there you go. Bionic lure, 64%, even better improvement, but only 2% on the size. Then we have the dangling orb. The dangling orb does 24% improved rarity and 2% size, but attracts day fish of the day. The shadow lure does 24% and then 2% and does night fish. If you use the Magna Pulse lure, it does storm fish. So if you're looking for rarity, you definitely want to go with the bionic lure. That's my recommendation. So that's what I put in right now. Let's see what happens when I cast this out. Let's see what happens to the rarity. I've only been getting B's and C's so far. So if I get something higher, we know that that really works out well. Only getting some nibbles so far. There we go. Let's reel it in. It's only a C. What the? So let's check our lure again. Okay, good. We have 19 of those. So let's keep going. Because it's only a 64% chance. There we go. Got one. Pull it in. Another C, but it's a mud crab. Alright, one more time here. No, we're in a deep spot. Because we're in the middle of the ocean. There's no real close by land. Except for way over there. There's another B class. Got an octopus, that's good. Must be cast in water. I like that, gives the little announcement, must be cast in water. Even though you're aimed at, you just can't aim out that far. There we go. Another B class, but I got a bunch of fish. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go here. You can also put your bait in here too, which is really nice. So anything dealing with fishing can go in here, which I like. And then if I go to the other side, just to show you that it matches up both sides, there you go. So we've done that, but I want to continue trying to get an A. I haven't seen an A. I know that every so often you can get modules too, but they're really weak modules, and sometimes a very good module. But most of the times you'll get very weak modules for like your ship, stuff like that. I've yet to get any of those myself. There's another B class. So I wonder how you get the A's and the S class fish. I wonder if it's, I'll have to play around and find out on how that all works and then let you guys know. I think that'd be a really good idea. Oh, there's an A class. Ooh. Okay, so we did get an A class. I wonder what happens. I'm curious. Go over to here. We put that A class in there. Find that A class that we got. There's the A class. What does he give us? Not much. I would rather keep with this. I like the fact that when I created one of these, it created a nice good stack of them. That's really good. Like I said, this is very relaxing, and if you like fishing, I think you'll like this. There's a lot of options on there to go with. The other thing I want to check out, I'm going to make myself an underwater base and build a platform above the base and go from there. There's another A class, so we're actually doing well. So I'm going to dive into here. We're in decently deep waters. I'm going to go here. I'll put base computer down here. Right there. Okay, collect this area as a base. There we go, and there is that island over there, which is where my ship is. As you can see, I'm a good distance out from it. So I've gotten that. I'm gonna build out a base and I'll let you guys know what it's like fishing from a base. Okay, so as you can see, I am underwater. I'll continue going up. Still underwater. I've got really deep base here that I built. There's no electricity, and that's fine with me, because the whole entire point of this is just to play around, build an interesting little base up here, because now when I do this, it's gonna have an interesting feel to it. Just gotta get to the top. Okay, so there's the water level. And now we've reached the top. Now I can take a nutrient processor. Oh, nope. Put it right there. And there we go. We have that put in. So now I can just go. To my heart's content. I can fish and take those fish and turn them into something nice. What I'm gonna do is I also want to play around with the idea of cooking different foods. I've been playing around with it a bit with biscuits. And some biscuits will give you nocturnal, some will give you basic, and stuff like that. And that's really sort of nice. As you can see here, I got an apple one, I did a questionable one, I did a salty one, a cream filled one, and a baked anomaly one that I've made. And like I said, some of them have different things to them that are very, very interesting. I want to see what happens when we do oysters. Oh, we get muscleless fish. Put that in there. Let's cook that other A class one while we're here. Of course, the octopus one will probably get like some kind of octopus thing. Yeah, we'll get that. And so if I open this up, we got the mussels. Where'd the mussels go? So much stuff in my inventory. There's the mussels. Ooh, 25% hazard protection. Nice. And this one, 1% health. And so there's a lot to be done here and a lot to be said about fishing. I really like it for the relaxation. I think that is really, really cool. Here is something cool I just found out. I'm inside my water base I just built. And you can fish while inside it. You can be free from the hazard protections and fish. How cool is that? That is awesome. As you can see, I'm fishing and I'm inside. No more having to deal with the waves, no more having to worry about the storms or anything like that, and just fish away. That is cool. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe and have a great day.